Have you decided who you're going to vote for in the runoff elections? Election day tomorrow. KTexas reporter Cassandra Garcia is in the news center with a recap of who is asking for your vote. Cassandra?
Well, Wayne, there are two runoff races in Taylor County. They're drawing a lot of attention. And also, don't forget the runoffs in the race for U.S. Senate. On the eve of Election Day, many await the results tomorrow will bring.
You have to go back years to see this kind of excitement, judging by the fact that more than 5,000 people did early voting, which is very good for the middle of the summer.
The Republican runoff for Taylor County Sheriff surely helped attract many of those voters. Incumbent Les Bruce faces one of his own deputies, Ricky Bishop, to take the reins of the department. There is no Democrat in the general election. Also on the ballot, the race for Precinct 1, Place 1, Justice of the Peace. Lydia Long, a professor of criminal justice at McMurray, and APD officer Mike McAuliffe. They're hoping to win the spot being vacated by Judge Brian Smith.
The two candidates have made this interesting, and that's to their credit. All of a sudden, there's signs out, they're spending serious cash going around trying to get us to vote.
Voters will also be deciding the Republican and Democratic nominee for a U.S. Senate seat. The Democrats in the runoff are former state representative Paul Sadler and retired educator Grady Yarbrough.
The Democratic one is really sort of, I don't want to say meaningless, but the state of Texas hasn't elected a Democrat statewide in a dozen years, longer than that actually, more than a decade.
The Republican race between Lieutenant Governor David Dewhurst and Ted Cruz is grabbing much more attention.
Yeah, there's been a slew of negative advertising, but David Dewhurst has made no attempt to hide that he is part of the Republican establishment in this state. Ted Cruz comes along and says, yeah, if you want the establishment, go with David Dewhurst. If you want someone who's going to change things, then the person you really care about is Ted Cruz.
And, you know, we did talk a lot about the big turnout in early voting. And take a listen to this. At the end of early voting on Friday, 6,878 people had cast their ballots in Taylor County.
Thank you, Cassandra. Polls open tomorrow at 7 a.m. They're open from 7 until 7. And to find your precinct in Taylor County, go to our website, ktxs.com. We have all the facts at your fingertips, and be sure to tune in tomorrow night for our special KTexas election coverage of the big races locally and statewide. We'll also be posting returns on our website in a special section as well.